People often say that events unfold with purpose, and the same holds true for this joyful family who welcomed a one-month-old baby into their lives. Their journey began in 2003 when they learned about an orphaned Chinese baby who had been left in a shoebox. It was then that Chuck and Kim Walker made a life-altering decision. Here is their story, which left us breathless. It all started when the little baby was found in a shoebox in the Hunan province of China. How did Chuck and Kim become the baby's parents, and what does the clock have to do with their story? Let's start with the beginning of the story, and you will see. The devout Christians have loved each other for more than 30 years. They married in 1982, and 2 years after that, their family had a new member, their first son, Brad. Kim Walker got pregnant again, but tragedy would soon come. After a year and a half since Brad was born, his second boy she carried died at birth. But this tragedy wouldn't stop Kim and Chuck from having more children. They were determined to adopt a baby, and soon something amazing happened. The couple thought of adopting, but only had the courage 16 years. Later in 2000, they adopted a baby girl called Caitlin. Still, it felt like there was something missing. So this is when they heard about a Chinese baby 8,000 miles away. Her story was soul-crushing. Chuck told CBN in 2015 in an interview that in 2003, they felt like God had a plan for another daughter in our lives. And God was indeed listening to the Walkers' wish. Miles away in Hunan, that baby girl was found in a paper box outside a train station. Was it fate? The one-child policy forced a lot of families to abandon their firstborn daughters in hopes that they would have a son to carry the family's name. Fortunately, the girl was saved and taken to a local orphanage. Soon after, her life would change completely. The Walkers heard about the baby girl from China, and Chuck stated that God just said, "That's where you gotta be." So they didn't waste a second, and they went to China. What happens next will melt your heart. They saw her picture and fell in love with the baby. So, along with 13 other families from America, they went to adopt Chinese baby orphans. In 2 days, they could return back to their home in Texas with their new baby girl, Kenzie. The couple fell in love with their new daughter, and it seemed that it was fate that brought them together. And this is where the story gets even more interesting. The baby girl got to her new home and was amazed by the family's grandfather clock. Every time it struck the hour, the girl would sing with the clock, making the same sounds. That's when her adoptive parents knew that the girl was gifted. And that's not all. Soon the baby girl would shock the world, and everything started with this clock. The adoptive mother said that whenever her daughter heard the clock chime, she walked up to it and looked at it, mimicking the sound exactly on pitch. Not only did little Kenzie get a new home, but she also discovered her talent. The noises she made as a baby would soon make her famous. The Walkers knew that their little daughter was naturally gifted, and seeing her grow up and constantly singing made them proud. Kim said that singing was a part of what Kenzie was, so they took her to music classes. Whenever her friends came to her house, Kenzie would make them sit and listen to her singing. Soon she would have a huge audience. Kenzie said that she can't remember a time when she never sang, that it's something she always did everywhere she went. Her talent would soon be noticed by thousands of people, not to mention that she plans to use it to make a change in the world. Her singing was so great that she was asked to sing the national anthem at a Houston Astros baseball game, and she would return to stun the audience a few more times. Her parents were overwhelmed. Kim remembers when Kenzie first walked onto the field. "My heart was pounding. It was overwhelming, and she walked out and just belted it." Her talent was then discovered by a Grammy-nominated producer, Mark Carman, who offered little Kenzie a recording contract. She had her debut album, Simple Gifts, recorded in Nashville. Kenzie remembers when she was 5 years old and told her mother she wanted to be a famous singer. Kenzie can't believe she is famous, and she said, "I'm actually here. I'm not in a dream. This is for real." Her parents are also amazed and proud of their little girl. Chuck admitted that everything is a bit overwhelming, as they are a normal family. Kenzie leverages her voice to share the Christian message as much as possible. She believes it's her calling to assist others, expressing, "I'm compelled to aid them because God has assisted me, and through God, I can extend that assistance to others." Acts of kindness have the power to ripple far and wide, as demonstrated by the Walker family's inspiring journey. Indeed, life unfolds with purpose, from the shoebox to the stranger's discovery, a compassionate family, and the grandfather's clock, all intertwined with boundless love and kindness, have shaped this remarkable young woman's desire to give back. We extend our gratitude to Kenzie for imparting the valuable lesson that with determination anything is achievable. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.